Hi, I am Marya, and this is Marya's Musings, but I think we're rebranding and we're going to call ourselves After the Breaking because that's what this has been. This is me, and I realize not everybody even knows who I am, but I am Marya Cosme, also known as Brown Girl Interrupting. And if you've never seen me before, you've never heard my voice before, well, you should start getting used to it because I'm around. I'm going to be around. And I talk about healing, not from some ethereal spiritual place. I talk about healing from the place of someone who broke into about shattered pieces for a long time, being married for 17 years, and found her grounding and figured things out after leaving a toxic, narcissistic marriage and starting to see the light again, see my light again. And then on the way, I have been healing. I heal through my writing. I heal through creating another talk show called Pain to Power, which you can go and check out. And I heal through sharing my story in many different avenues and ways, as well as creating courses to help other people heal. But today I am here talking about after the breaking because if you are like me, there might have been a point in your life where you broke. Something happened. Could be divorce, could be a really tough breakup, could be a change in your job. Maybe your children left after after college or to go to college or to leave the nest, whatever it is. There's a point where we kind of break, particularly as women. And we realize that we don't know who we are. That came to me after 17 years of being married. I started that marriage at 23 and I walked out at 40 years of age. So my 20s and my 30s was spent in this relationship with four children, who are four beautiful, amazing children who have also taught me a lot. So this is me. This is me healing. This is me teaching. And today I wanted to come to you with some lessons, particularly on how to release some things and vibrate higher. Because what I have learned in this healing space, in this space of after the breaking, is that part of it is unlearning a lot of things. And when we unlearn things, what we're really doing is releasing one narrative to embrace a new one. And it could be a new one that you've always held, or it could be a new one that you maybe never considered you could even have, which I love about the opportunity of after the breaking is that there's so much there that we can be and become. So, I'm going to walk us through this one, which is that there are 5 things that we can actually do to release in order to vibrate higher, because vibrating higher is really the ultimate goal. And it's not like that chasing happiness. Vibrating higher is chasing peace to some extent, right? It's peace, it's joy. And when I say peace, that means that life is going to keep hitting us. It just does, right? Challenges are endless. Something's going to happen to the kids, to the job, to yourself in a relationship. Something is bound to crack and break and hurt you. That is inevitable. However, the more that you have a toolbox that keeps you grounded and solid, the more you are able to move through those moments with ease. And that is what I have been doing. I am not perfect. I have been hurting over and over and over again. Oh, Lord, let me tell you, we could go into that one because there have been relationships, there have been family situations, there have been, of course, the ex that still exists because just divorcing someone doesn't mean you actually divorce them. Yeah, we can talk about that because the pain keeps coming. But what I have been able to do, and over the last 8 years, is find my grounding. So I keep showing up. I keep getting up. I keep building. I keep growing. And my goal is to continue to help others to do the same. So that's what today's conversation is. And that's what this show is going to be about. the idea of after the breaking, because I want to give everybody the tools after their breaking of how to continue to move forward and be strong. So, here, we're starting with the 5 things to release to vibrate higher. Okay, first, number 1, this is the toughest one, I think, for me personally, but I've gotten better and better, which is give up control. Like, literally, stop trying to control things. That means controlling people, that means controlling circumstances, that means even trying to control the future of what may potentially happen and plan for the possibilities. Let go of control. Because, one, all you're doing is creating more anxiety in you because then you need to control something. And then so you're watching it constantly. And honestly, it's the idea of thinking about once you plant a seed, you don't go back up and dig it up and check to see if it's grown. You don't check to see if the roots have taken form yet, right? Like, you let it sit there. That's the same idea of this release. When you let go of control, you allow whatever it is that's supposed to happen, the seed to grow, whatever it is, you allow it to happen, and you no longer have to watch it or push it or prove something about it. It is liberating. I'm telling you, friends, I have let go of control in parenting and it's been huge. I've let go of control in the dating world, which means that I just don't try. If something comes towards me, that's great, but I have stopped controlling things. I have let go of control in even my professional life. It's a liberating space to be. So, highly encourage you to try this, right? Um, the next one is I want you to stop absorbing other people's emotions and pain. That doesn't mean you don't hold concern, but you don't have to absorb that. So you can be concerned about people's pain. You should have empathy. You should be listening to others and understanding them. But absorbing them means we start to then feel that pain. And if you're an empath, like me, I'm an empath. All the same kind of behaviors that seem to attract narcissists, right? But if you're an empath, you tend to absorb and then own and hold on to and carry someone else's pain. And truthfully, it is just continuing to weigh you down. It is continuing to harm you because you are going in loops over other people's lives. You can have concern. You can listen to everyone. I listen to a lot of people and a lot of pain, but it's not mine to fix. It's not mine to own. It's not mine to control. And that allows you to be released and you become lighter. And the lighter you become by letting go, by not holding on and absorbing other people's pain, the more at peace you are able to be, the more grounded you are able to be when things start hitting you from different sides and you need to keep moving forward, right? All right, this one's a hard one too, I think. Number 3, release old stories. So I would say this is the thing that we do. We sit in our sadness and something loops over and over and over again in our minds about how we've been done wrong or who hurt us. And we're holding on to the pain of rejection, the pain of abandonment, the pain of not being chosen. And it's looping over and over again. And we're in this loop. And all that happens now is the voice inside you that continues to tell you that that pain is what you deserve. I'm not worthy enough for someone to choose me. I am not strong enough to handle this situation in life. We convince ourselves of the loop because we're sitting in this pain. So, releasing the old stories allows us to create the new ones, the new narrative, the new story. Who is it that you really want to be? What is the life that you want to live that is your peace? Is it the one where you're not worthy enough for love? Or is it the one where love finds you? Love seeks you out. Create a new story. I've been doing that over and over again. And believe me, y'all, I know it is hard. Heartbreak has been the story of my life. But my goal and intention is to continue to craft the new story because if I believe it in my bones, in my heart, in my soul, and I don't just say the words, but I feel the words because I know they're true, I am getting closer and closer to it. And so are you. So release the old stories and start creating the new ones. The ones where you're successful, the ones where your bank account is full, the ones where the love of your life comes, stays, and fulfills you. But keep creating the new ones and releasing the ones of pain because you're just going to keep going in loops. Let go of resentment. Number 4, let go of resentment. That bitterness we hold on to becomes a chip on our shoulder, the pettiness that we can't let go. And truthfully, it's just harming us. Oh, I can tell you about this one too, because I know, the resentment is when the sweet girl in me becomes the angry woman who wasn't heard as the little sweet girl. And that is coming from a place of resentment because someone has done something to me. And they did. Many people, many, many, many people have done many, many things to me and probably to you too. But if I hold on to that, I keep holding on to feeling resentful of them, of who they are. I am continuing to hold their story. I am trying to control what's happened in the past, which the truth is that we don't have control over the past. We don't control the future. All we have is control over ourselves and the present. So let go of resentment. And number 5. Number 5's the best one. The best one because I think this one sometimes leads you to the other ones because I don't think it's in order, these things. I believe they're really just the ways that we can show up differently. And sometimes some are going to be a little bit more comfortable for you than others, right? And for me, I think this is the one that leans into everything for me, which is step forward with your authentic self. Show up as you. So often, especially in the social media world, like everybody wants to be a persona. They want to be the perfect mother, the beautiful girl that everyone is attracted to, the sensuous woman, the smart and intellectual one, the one who's saving the world. There's so many different ways that we want to show up that we don't always show up in our authenticity. And the truth is that the highest vibration, the highest vibration you can have is being your authentic self. That doesn't mean perfect. That means imperfect, but beautifully so because it's you. You show up in your messiness. You show up in your vulnerability. You show up not knowing everything, but willing to learn things. That authenticity of you, who you are, your voice, your demeanor, your manner, your, your feelings and opinions is liberating because when I started to finally stop caring what other people thought and being who other people wanted me to be, whether it was the perfect mother, the sacrificial woman who always gave up her own time or her own needs to make other people happy, the productive professional who sacrificed her time to make sure that things were done the way they needed to be done, That is someone else's story. So, what we need to do is have our own, claim our own stories, be our authentic selves. And truthfully, that is when you are going to bring people towards you and vibrate at your highest level. So, all of this is just my starting point, right? My starting point of thinking about the whole idea of after the breaking. Because what happens? What happens at that moment? I remember being there. We feel lost. We feel a little confused. And truthfully, it's hard to even imagine that things get better. But I am living proof, friends, that things get better. And not by magic, not by someone swooping into your life and making it better, but by you doing the work, you knowing yourself, you understanding your world in a way where you allow it to exist without trying to control it. All of that is after the breaking of how you come home to yourself and how you heal. So join me in all the different places I'm on. You can watch my talk show, Pain to Power, which is on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on my YouTube channel, Brown Girl Interrupting. You can check out my writing. I write about my whole journey of after the breaking as a mother, in relationships, in dating, and what the breaking felt like during, because I was in a narcissistic relationship. And I know I know how that can break every piece of you, every part of your soul. Emotional abuse is a different level of destruction. And I've been there, but I have also found my way back to myself through the work, through the conversations, through the learning. And I'm here because I want to help other people do the same thing. So follow me on Substack with my writing. Follow my website, www.browngirlinterrupting.com. And just come and join me on Marya's Musings whenever I go live. Hit the bell, hit the little like button, the comment. Make sure you leave a comment of something that maybe resonated with you. If you're on this path of healing, what is helping you? What are some other tips? What have you let go of in order to vibrate higher? Where are you turning to help yourself to keep moving forward? So this is it. I'm going to be giving you tips. I'm going to be giving you advice, and I'm going to keep talking to you about this process of healing and what it means, how to do it, and how I've done it to help you to continue to be on your journey. Keep following me, keep rising and finding your light and claiming it. And remember who you are.